Testing. Ah! Okay. On my little stool. How we look at framed up. Man, beautiful. Hello, YouTube. Now, I'm on YouTube. I know you've already seen maybe 2 videos. If you haven't come across my YouTube, this is the start of something new. So, why are we doing a YouTube? Well, I was fortunate enough last year to run in the London Marathon 2025. Raced pretty well, all things considering, off the back of my 1,000 mile run in October of 2024 around Sydney Olympic Park athletics track. I butchered myself. I really cooked myself to the point where, you know, running a 2 hour 30 marathon was probably a bit inconceivable. And then January came around and I got into London, so I thought, why not give it a go? Got very sick in the lead up. I got a bacterial pneumonia. Had about an 8 to 10 week proper block where I really overdid it in training. I trusted in ChatGPT a lot on my feelings and how I was looking throughout, but I actually paid someone for a 12-week block. I followed a VDOT program, didn't check in once, kind of lied to people, told them that I was getting coached. Raced London, raced a 2 hour 30.06. The goal was 2:29. Somehow pulled the 2:30 out of my ass, and I was very chuffed. But also the next morning, had a few beers that night, celebrated. But that next morning, I went for a jog around Hyde Park, and I remember just having this overwhelming feeling of like, oh, if I just train specifically for marathons, lose a bit of weight, you know, get around athletes who are in the industry, who are partners with Puma, who are partners with Pillar. Maybe there's a way I can shave a heap of time off my marathon time. And again, you know, whether it's get me to an elite start line, who knows, but it gave me enough of a whiff to go, oh, I reckon I've got to do this. So this YouTube is essentially me chasing an elite marathon, and do with that what you will, take that where you want. But yeah, getting fast in the marathon. Now, why do I think I can become elite? Well, who knows without trying? But the other thing is, all I really have is an inability to quit. I would say I'm tough more than anything. Sounds a bit on the nose, but it's the truth. I really have. I probably gritted my way through London more than anything. And I just know that if I'm the blank canvas that I am when it comes to eliteness, like knowing, you know, training, protocols, how the body's feeling, all these sort of things, nutrition, structuring, I'm just so naive and fresh to it all. So I'm excited to go on this journey and document it all here on YouTube. And yeah, I'm not too worried about looking like an idiot. I think that's a really important thing to do. If you don't know, you should ask questions, and that's something I'm very willing to do. So with having the ability to not quit under my belt and absolutely nothing else, I'm excited to, instead of saying, yeah, I'll just do it, like doing extras, or we're waking up early even when I've had a late night, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go, yeah, I'm just going to not do it. And so that's going to be the arc of trying to be a more rounded athlete. Now, my next race is Boston Marathon in April 20. That's about 14 weeks from now. So it's coming quite quickly. I also had an injury after London where I raced London, had the pneumonia. I raced London and then went for a bike ride from Melbourne up to Byron with a mate about 8 days later. We averaged about 200k a day on the bike, and I still had the cough and the sickness. And then about 2 weeks later, I raced a marathon in South Africa with Carrie Beekmore and her Beanies for Brain Cancer crew. And 8k into that race, I rolled my foot, broke my ankle. I think it was a culmination of a few things. I landed funny, obviously, but had my body not been immunocompromised, I think I would have been able to land just fine. But I think there was something there that was going to break anyway, and the foot had to be it. I struggled through the better part of 6 months last year. Not struggled. I learned a lot about myself. and that, you know, these things take time, and to be a more rounded athlete, you have to recover. You can only train as hard as you can recover. You can train all you like, but if you can't recover, eat well, sleep well, train properly, you won't be able to perform to your best of your abilities. So that's one thing I've learned. That's a really tough lesson I had to learn and go through. But I'm on the other side of that. Just had a checkup with my sports doc, and I wouldn't say it's perfect, but my training's going up and the pain is staying the same. So that trajectory is good. Then I deload, this pain should drop down. I keep going up, this might stay, but it's bones, they're gradual, and they take time. And it's very much a feel, very much a, base it off each run. But I'm excited to go through that. Next 2 weeks are going to be just getting Ks back. Last week was 95K. The week before was about 80. The week before that was about 40, because I did a ride across Australia at the back end of the year with 3 of my best mates, Harry, Jack, and Fish. We did a ride from Perth to Bondi, followed the route I ran back in 2022, and it was, one of the funnest trips. It was a great Zone 2 training, cross-adventure trip. Took us 16 days, averaged about 250K a day. Got home for Christmas just in time and slept, but when I got back running, my base fitness was way higher, and I'm super excited about that. So 2 more weeks of building, probably up to about 100K after this deload week. Hopefully the foot is back to where it needs to be. And then it's going to be a bit of a minimized block into Boston. So ideally, everyone says 16 weeks for marathon. I think 12 would be good. I kind of want to go in underdone, considering I want to get elite. I want to learn if going in underdone is better for me, or if going in overdone is better for me. Is there a limit to how much I can do? Is there a limit to how many sessions I can do a week? Is there a limit to, I'm going to learn it all, and I'm so excited about this. So this is why I'm doing it. I think this underdone block will be, as long as I can get the Ks up to around 120 a week before I start doing sessions, that's going to be my goal. And then even just reducing that to about 100 with one quality session and then a tempo or something with a long run each week. And I think that's very possible and very achievable. I actually think I went into London quite exhausted, quite overdone. And so I reckon my performance was impacted. I did a few too many fast runs too close to the final race day, because I was unaware of if I had the ability to even go that pace. So I learned that I could, and I learned that maybe I did go a bit too hard. So that's an awesome lesson that I'm going to put into this. So enough yapping. This is the update. Follow along. We're going to go every 2 weeks or so, and cannot wait to show you the ins and outs. And I'm just fucking excited. I'm excited to race in a good honest pair of Puma Fast R3s. That's what I'm excited for. Whatever colour is next, but probably one of these two. Train with me bloody amazing partners, Pillar. And then obviously RT Health, Mitatan, and Combank. It's been just amazing, this journey. And I'm going to show you also the ins and outs of what it takes to run a milk business. Obviously not too much into that, but I'll be showing you that on the other side of this. A lot of my speaking gigs at schools, at corporates, what it takes to do what we've been doing. So love you all. How exciting. And stay tuned, baby. Project Elite.